Hey guys, welcome to the Rubin Report. I'm Dave Rubin. We have a great show for you. Gina Grad, Vanessa Barnett with us, and let's get right to it. Hillary Clinton, she was interviewed by those fun people over at Fox News. Ooh, Fox News, scary, right? She sat in between Greta Van Susteren on one side, Bret Baier on the other. She got pretty severe whiplash from the questioning. Of course, literally half of it was about Benghazi. Have you heard there's some kind of situation the Republicans are all going crazy about? Let's take a look.
My own assessment careened from, the video had something to do with it, the video had nothing to do with it. It may have affected some people, it didn't affect other people. And I think the conclusion to draw, because we were not just monitoring what was happening in Benghazi once it began to unfold, but remember we had a very dangerous assault on our embassy in Cairo that same day, which was clearly linked to that video. So I was trying to make sense of it. And, I think that the investigations that have been carried out basically conclude we can't say that everybody was influenced and we can't say everybody wasn't. But what the intelligence community said was spontaneous protests, and that is what, at the time, they thought.
Okay, so actually she did what a lot of politicians do. She didn't really say anything. We sort of knew, we kind of didn't know, we did the best we could, but I actually pretty much think that's the truth. I don't think they intentionally tried to get these people killed. I tend to think they probably did the best they could to secure our embassy and our people there. So without getting into the nitty-gritty of Benghazi, which no one seems to know the truth about, when they do questions like this on Fox News, what's the goal? Is the goal to just keep hitting the base? Is the goal to change any, does she think she's changing anyone's mind with an answer like that? Does Fox think they're changing? I just wanted to, the bigger sort of media question about it.
Well, first, can I just say the girl looks good in royal blue?
That was a
great choice for her.
That's her way of saying, I'm a real Democrat.
Yeah, 2 words, Hillary, jewel tones.
Yeah, red, by the way.
Thank you. Jewel tones.
Stick
with it. Thank you. I think that's a fair question, because when you're invited onto a show, present company excluded, I think the point is to either paint you into a corner, make you look stupid, or get you to say something completely outrageous that you'd never want to say. And I think her whole job, which I think she did a great job at, was just taking the fuel out of the fire, quelling if she did a little double talk and was super vague. I think she did what she was supposed to do.
Right, so is that their purpose? They bring her on there, they know she's not going to say anything, and that's pretty much what she did. We sort of knew, we didn't know, blah, blah, blah.
But it's a fair question, and they're going to ask it, and they want to kind of poke the bear a little bit, and they want a reaction. I think they honestly do want something that they can, put on a headline and say, oh, look at Hillary, she did this, and they might even try to spin something that she did say. But like you said, she played it safe and it was vague, but I think a lot of times in politics you have to keep it vague, because when you say something and you kind of have to go back on that, oh my God, the walls come crashing down on you.
Imagine having to tell the truth and say what you actually believe. People would freak out.
Well, and this isn't just some random woman. I mean, this is somebody who's going to be running for president, presumably. This is somebody who's been obviously super connected to the Obama White House because she works for him. So what do they expect her to say?
Right. So that's the thing. Do you think this is more about them attacking Obama or attacking her? Is this their preemption on 2016? Like, we got to keep this thing going. We know Obama's out no matter what. Right. So forget him. Let's just keep the pressure on her.
Why not double down? I mean, if they, it doesn't matter. It's either if they're trying to get Obama presently or get her for the future, they win either way.
Yeah. All right.
And that's their MO. I mean, it's Fox News. I don't think anyone's surprised. It's kind of like their MO. That's what they do.
So speaking of their MO, so let's get away from Benghazi. I think that's the interesting thing here, is that everyone was framing this as Hillary's going to Fox News. It's so scary. But in a weird way, isn't that a condemnation? That's no defense of Fox News, but isn't that a condemnation of the rest of our media? Because the implication is, well, the rest of the media loves her. They give her softball questions all the time, but now she's going to Fox News and it's really scary. And actually, if you watch the interview, I watched the whole thing, wasn't that scary. There was nothing particularly pointed. Yeah, it was pretty tame. So isn't it a bigger condemnation of the media that we have one outlet that's supposed to be the scary one for Democrats?
I think just historically, they have been the assholes of TV. I mean, that's what they've known. They've kind of set themselves up that way so that now we are just so accustomed to saying, oh, Fox News, Fox News. But like you said, we watch it, it's pretty tame, but we're still going to be like, oh, here she's going to Fox News. It's just the history of what they've done.
Yeah, and they dug that hole for themselves. So it's not like we're all pouncing on them for no reason.
Right.
If you want to be sensationalist, but don't be mad when people assume that's what you're going to do again.
And I will say, I don't think the rest of the media gives her softball questions. I think they ask the pertinent questions, but they're not coming from a vicious, malicious angle. And I think in the past, maybe not with this interview, but in the past, that's what Fox News does.
Yeah, so we've done a bunch of stories on her, and I absolutely can't support her. I just don't think we need political dynasties. Her husband was president. I think no one in my family has been president. I think if someone in your family has been president, sorry, you don't get to be president. I know that's crazy.
You don't get to win concert tickets if your family works for the radio station.
They're
all about nepotism.
Yeah, you love it?
Yeah, my daddy's Barack, get me in office.
Yeah? What does your dad do?
My dad's deceased. Look at you. Look now.
Great.
Now I brought down the theme of the show.
Okay. So I'm just completely against her because I just think we need fresh new people. This is just going to be more of the same.
Right.
George Bush had his son do it. Like I just don't think. Already people are saying that Michelle Obama might run for Senate in Illinois. Like it's just endless. It's endless.
On the Let's Move platform.
Yeah, exactly. Just to get everybody fit.
Yeah.
So my final question is: as women, because you are women, so you must represent all women. That's how it works.
Obviously, that's how it works.
As women, do you are you more inclined to vote for her?
I'm going to be honest, yes.
Yeah.
And I didn't vote for Obama just because he was black, but hey, I'm not gonna lie, that was a part of it. Is like you want that as an African American woman, you want that as a woman. I want to see her in the White House, and I know what we say about the same old rigmarole, but you also want someone you can trust. And so because she's been in it, and because I loved Clinton as a president, I'm more inclined to say, okay, she's a woman, she understands that, and she knows the game, she knows these people, and so I just trust her a little bit more. I don't want some guy I've never heard of before coming in like, oh, I'll save the day. I just don't think that's what I want.
I hear you, and in a weird way, I would be more inclined to vote for Bill again. So I guess maybe that takes a little bit away from what I said before. But what do you think? Would it push you a little bit?
Honestly, I don't know why, like if I'm saying this because I'm exhausted and got 4 hours of sleep because of a cat situation that I was dealing with, or because I really believe it, I don't know. But at this moment, I really feel like that stuff can't matter. It can't matter if she's a woman. It can't matter. It just can't.
Yeah.
So I don't want to just completely counter out like this guy because because she would be part of this dynasty, and I can't say, well, it doesn't matter what she stands for. I want to support her because she's a woman. Maybe there's a part of me that does feel that way. I don't know. I don't think so though. I can't have those be the reasons.
Yeah. All right. Iraq is a total freaking mess. You probably have heard about that. So right now, ISIS, which is the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria, or ISIL, as President Obama is calling it, the Islamic State in Iraq and the Levant, is basically marching through Iraq. They've split the country pretty much into 3 territories, all based on sectarian stuff and the Sunni and the Shia and all that stuff. Okay, I don't want to get too deep into it because we're not policy wonks here, but President Obama said that he wasn't going to send any troops. We've now sent 275 troops to secure our embassy, which people don't know. The embassy in Baghdad is the biggest U.S. embassy in the world. There are 5,000 U.S. citizens that work there. There may be limited drone strikes. It's all sort of unfolding very quickly. So again, we are not experts in security, but that's why I'm doing the show, to have sort of normal people talk about the broader issues. What should we do? Solve it for us right now. Go, Gina. That was a big one.
No pressure.
I was just going to say, bring in Archer, if any of you are Archer fans. That ISIS figure it out.
That's an ISIS reference.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. And it doesn't matter if you're listening to AM talk, FM talk. Everybody's talking about this, and nobody knows what to do.
Yeah.
So if they don't know and they get paid to figure it out, I sure as hell don't know.
Are you saying that we shouldn't be listening to the same people, the architects of the original Iraq War right now? Because all those guys, they're all showing up all over the place.
Of course they are. This is their time to shine. Let me do what I did last time and try to make it work this time.
Why is it that when they put these people back on the cable news channels, they don't put under their names "fucked up" the first time?
Yeah, yes.
Royally fucked up.
No,
Bill
they shorten
Kristol.
it to expert.
No, right, expert. Exactly. Yeah. So really, what do you think we should do? I mean, look, it's a this is a disaster. This could cause Jordan to fall. Also, I mean, this is just the beginning. 275 troops. obviously maybe can defend our embassy, but can't defend a country. And does it even matter? Should we just let them all kill each other?
Yeah, exactly. Is that our role to take care of that? I don't think so. I don't know. I was trying to read through all the facts, and I can't ingest it all. It's just so heavy. But I do agree that we need the troops there to protect our people. And that's why I was saying before, as a politician, you want to stay vague, because he said no troops, and then he had to send some in, and it's like, hey, you're going back on your word. But at the end of the day, I think their goal is the goal that we should all be worried about. Protecting our people that are there. Everything else, I just kind of want to stay out of, because it's just, it'll only come back on us, and then we're in another war.
So I basically agree with you. Like, there's nothing we can do. These people have hated each other forever. This goes beyond us. But we did throw a bomb, literally, when we went to war there. So are we guilty? You know what I mean? Should our guilty conscience lead us back into cleaning up anything, as if even if it was remotely possible that we could? Or do we just say, the whole place, nothing we can do, sorry.
Well, I think,
we screwed it up, sorry.
And that's the thing, I mean, I don't mean to oversimplify it, but that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I mean, it's lonely at the top, you know, when we do go in, we're bullies. When we don't go in, we're heartless.
Yeah.
So I don't know what makes this situation different than every other situation that we've been struggling with. Do we try to fix it, or do we stay out of it? Because either way, we're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, what do you make of the, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and may make it worse. Yeah. And who says we're gonna fix it? Like, even if we send everyone in, there's no guarantee that we'll fix it. It's probably going to end up far worse.
Yeah. What do you guys make of the general theme in the country, which seems to be that we should be pulling back from the rest of the world? You know what I mean? Like, everything happened in Ukraine. We're not even talking about Ukraine anymore. We've sort of lost in terms of what we said was supposed to happen. I mean, Russia pretty much won. Okay. What do you think of just the general feeling in the United States, like, that we sort of don't have a role anymore, which is sort of what Obama promised. He said we're going to step back, and that's what's happening.
We want our promise, don't we?
Yeah, we want the promise, even if there's a lot of bad shit happening.
Right. I think you just get to a point where you're fed up, and just like we're talking right now, we're overwhelmed. We don't think we can fix anything. Why put ourselves in a position to make it far worse for them and for us? It's like, let's just wash our hands, step away, and reshift our focus, because there's things here we need to work on. Yeah. And I don't think we want to use our resources for outside problems.
Right. Is there anyone that you watch on TV, on any of the news channels, that you really trust when it comes to this? Is there any politician that when they come on, you feel like they really know what they're talking about? Or
no. Have you seen Scandal? They're all lying to
I haven't seen Scandal, but I watch Veep and House of Cards. That gives me a pretty good sense of what's going on.
They're all lying to us.
They're all lying. Right. I mean, is there anyone that you watch and you're like, this guy really has this? Ironically, Joe Biden, when he was running for president in 2008, before he joined Obama, he was the one saying that this country needs to be split into three things, which is crazy because everyone thinks the guy's completely nuts now. But
crazy Uncle Joe.
Crazy Uncle Joe, and he was making this point way back then. Yeah. But really, is there anyone that you?
Well, no, because if I say I do, then I end up looking like an idiot, because they're so relatable, or they're so charming, and they're folksy, and I like that. But it doesn't end up mattering. I don't know what they know. I only know what they want me to know, so I always end up feeling stupid anyway.
I agree with you 100%.
All right, from Iraq, let's move back here to America, although this is a worldwide company too, if I'm not mistaken. McDonald's, people are not happy with them, and their score on the American Customer Service Index is falling. Let's take a look. So this is a favorability score for pretty big chain restaurants, fast food restaurants. And we do a bunch of fast food stuff here, and people are always very passionate about it. So Papa John's doing pretty well. They got 82 out of 100, which is, they didn't move from last year. People liked them in 2013. They like them in 2014. Pizza Hut #2. So people seem to really like generic chain pizza. Where do you guys fall on that?
Yes, girls.
Yeah, I don't.
Hey, I'm from the Midwest. I didn't know there was anything more exotic than a Pizza Hut. But having moved away from there, I don't know how you could stomach.
Right. So this is like New York, obviously. You're not going to go to Pizza Hut or Domino's or Papa John's because you got real pizza places. All right, let's go back to the chart there. And again, then Little Caesars and Domino's Pizza. So the first four, people are very satisfied with shitty pizza. But then, okay, so then on the bottom, the last four, Burger King, Dunkin' Donuts, KFC, Taco Bell, and McDonald's. I gave you 5 there. So McDonald's really kind of struggling. And when I was watching this, I'm thinking, you know, people have said that their numbers, their take home right now is dropping a little bit. But is this partly just people like to beat up on the thing that they secretly love? Like, everyone talks shit about Walmart and everyone shops there, you know? Although I went there to get a big screen TV and the customer service was so bad. I actually brought the TV up, carried the TV myself, brought it to the register, and it was taking so long and they were being so unpleasant, I just left it there.
Good for you. You're like Jerry Seinfeld. You returned the sports coat for spite.
I did it,
Good for you.
I did it purely for spite. Yeah,
Great.
but really, do you think that's some of what's going on here? Like, McDonald's hasn't changed that much, so there's no reason, you know?
Oh,
yeah, go
that
ahead.
chart, all the lies. It was all the lies in the world. I tell people I hate McDonald's because that's what you're supposed to say. Ooh, McDonald's.
Oh, McDonald's.
I would never eat McDonald's. And then you go and you buy the entire dollar menu and you sit in your room and you're like, yes, McDonald's. You can't say that you like it because it's just in this day and age when everyone wants to be organic and natural and gluten-free and X, Y, and Z, you can't say you like McDonald's.
How do you feel after you've done that in your room? Just poured all that dollar.
I feel fan-freaking-tastic.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Good for you. I go into a shame spiral, but I love you.
No, I go shame spiral here too. We should all go out for McDonald's. Maybe you can teach us the trick how to own it. What do you? Is this like secret hate? Like, yeah, of course.
No.
Oh, I hate McDonald's. I hate McDonald's.
I absolutely disagree for one reason.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it was 2 days ago or yesterday, the abominable, horrible thing that happened to that little girl at KFC when she was mauled by a dog and she was scarred and the family took her into KFC and they asked her to leave, a little girl, because she was making the other customers uncomfortable. If that's what customer service is at fast food, fuck all of them.
Yeah, and that is what a lot of customer service is. They're not all of it, of course.
They deserve to fall.
By the way, I'm pretty sure KFC has now helped her pay some medical bills or something.
And so, and I understand that corporate wasn't there, and this is just some dude trying to whatever. I get it.
That's a cover up too, though. $30,000 for medical bills or millions in a lawsuit.
No, that's true. But I don't, blame the founder of, I don't blame the colonel for this happening. But I do understand, they probably wouldn't have wanted their employee to treat another person like that. But if that's the culture you're breeding, then I don't feel sorry for you.
Right, and there is a lot of that because here, even in LA, not that I want to make everything about LA, but if you were to go to an In-N-Out, they smile, they're friendly. I mean, they make a point of service, look you in the eye, they are happy to be there. McDonald's, they don't give a flying fuck about you, and I get it. They're paying different things, and there's different business model and that. But I'm glad you brought up KFC because the other two, so at the bottom, were KFC and Taco Bell. Taco Bell, I think, has the reverse thing of isn't it cool to like Taco Bell? It is for the kids.
I don't think that's cool anymore.
They got the Doritos. The kids love it. Taco Bell plays, that commercial that the old people, the kids love it. Yeah. So I think they get the reverse thing somehow. It's cool to say that you like Taco Bell, not cool to say you like McDonald's. Am I thinking
Taco Bell completely is the same thing as the movie Idiocracy. They mirror each other because you can take the same 9 ingredients and shuffle the deck in a different way and get a whole new product and get people excited. They're geniuses. We're morons, but they're geniuses.
By the way, in the movie Idiocracy, which is such an underrated movie, it's really so spectacular. The one fast food restaurant that survives the future is Carl's Jr., which is horrible.
So great.
Which is horrible now and didn't even make
Where's
this list.
Chick-fil-A? Can we talk about why Chick-fil-A is not on the list? They have the best customers there. They're always like,
they're
my
happy.
pleasure.
Yeah, but what about the gay thing? What about the gay thing?
Am I not supposed to like them now? I love their chicken, but I love gay people too.
I love fried chicken. You know what? We had Cara Santa Maria on a couple weeks ago, and she made the same argument. I love their fried chicken, and I love gay people. Like what? You can't win. You can't win always in life. Anyway, the point is McDonald's is just not that great, and you'd probably be happier elsewhere. Okay.
Bite your tongue.
Let's talk about another chain, though. Let's talk about Starbucks, because they're actually doing something that's pretty cool. They've announced that they're going to be paying for tuition for 2 years of online classes at Arizona State University for some of their employees. We've got some more info. About 70% of Starbucks' 135,000 U.S. employees have not completed undergraduate degrees. Employees can now choose any of more than 40 undergraduate degrees and aren't limited to only business classes. So you can do whatever you want, which is cool because a lot of people working at Starbucks are doing it so that they can become artists or whatever they want to be. Employees aren't required to stay with the company after receiving their degrees, and tuition is approximately $30,000 for 2 years. So this is real. This is a real investment that they're making with their employees, understanding that these people are not always going to be with them and they're going to go fulfill their own dreams. Pretty great, right?
I think it's awesome. awesome. I'm going to get a job at Starbucks. No, but it's fantastic because a lot of times you get in these jobs and they just want to hold you there. They don't want you to grow. They want you to stay in your position so they can make money off of you. This is like the complete reverse. They're giving you money and giving you wings so you can fly and do something else.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
So isn't that the real beauty of this whole operation?
Yeah, and it's totally counterintuitive to a business model to get you to a place where you don't have to work at that company anymore. And I'm suspicious. I just feel like we're
here comes the conspiracy.
No, I don't know what I don't even know what I'm suspicious of, but I know I'm suspicious because it seems too good to be true. They don't care what you major in. They'll pay for it. They don't care if you if you work at Starbucks, continue online classes and quit. They don't really care as long as you're working, what, 20 hours a week? It's too good. I'm afraid there's going to be a catch.
Well, how much does this kind of stuff make you want to go to Starbucks? So when you hear that they give all their employees health insurance, before Obamacare or whatever, did that affect, even if their coffee isn't the greatest? I actually think it's pretty good. But
at this point, I don't even care if they burn their beans. I am so excited that they're doing this. I think this is really, truly, people throughout the American history, you join the military to get a benefit like this.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is just, make a couple double lattes. God bless them.
Although
this is
dealing
great.
with people in the morning before they've had their coffee can be quite like a war. It can
For
be
sure.
pretty,
Sure,
Yeah.
but I just think this is so phenomenal. I just hope that we're all not being duped because it's so good and it's just so good of them.
Yeah. How much of this comes, do you think, from like just the business perspective of just people talking about it, like we're talking about, and they get that goodwill versus like a sort of a real genuine caring for their employees? It may not matter which, actually.
But I think we all complain
So you're saying
about
a corporation's not a person?
right? We all complain about a $5 latte, but if you're now telling me, oh, $1 of your $5 goes to help young Megan here achieve her goals of being a neuroscientist or some BS, I feel better about my coffee.
Can you become a neuroscientist online at Arizona State University? That might
Don't
be
tell Megan what she can't do. Don't put limits on Megan.
Megan's a good girl. I don't want to make this about Megan. She's a great girl.
God bless Megan.
Have you heard the new term spornosexual? Yeah, spornosexuals are the new metrosexuals. Mark Simpson, who's the journalist who coined the term metrosexual, and these were these guys that started probably about 10 years ago who cared what they looked like. They wore clothes that were a little tighter, kind of a little gayer, but they weren't gay. They were straight guys that seemed to look a little gayer, put a little more product in their hair, that kind of thing. I'm feeling good about my hair today.
You look great.
But now he's now talking about spornosexuals, and this is this new group of men who are hypersexual and body obsessed. We've got an explanation of the spornosexual. With their painstakingly pumped and chiseled bodies, muscle-enhancing tattoos, piercings, adorable beards, and plunging necklines, it's eye-catchingly clear that the second-generation metrosexuality is less about clothes than it was for the first. Their own bodies, more than clobber and product, have become their ultimate accessories, fashioning them at the gym into a hot commodity, one that they share and compare in an online marketplace. So the online marketplace that he's talking about, of course, is social media, that people are taking the selfies everywhere at the gym, perfect bodies, tattooed, tan, tight haircuts, blah, blah, blah. Is this, is the gay agenda, is it working? Are they turning all of the straight people gay? Is that what's happening here?
Yes, and you know what I'm worried about? The children.
The children.
No, this is fantastic. I think that first of all, it's a great definition. Terrible name.
Yeah.
It sounds like you have some sort of a spore-induced STD.
Oh. Yeah.
But God bless.
Spornosexual, the first thing I thought, my Golden Girls thing, Dorothy Spornak. So I thought it was someone that was obsessed with B. Arthur, perhaps.
Which is what I am.
Which is I could be then considered.
We can't live in a world that wonderful. There is no utopia where everyone's
We're a spornosexual,
No.
everyone obsessed with B. Arthur, yeah.
But this is absolutely accurate, is it not? The word hipster is so played out, and I don't even think that definition really means anything anymore. I think it's the spornosexual. You got the beard, you got the plunging neckline, and you have all your glamour muscles exactly where you want them. You probably can't actually lift something heavy, but you look great.
Right.
So this is accurate, right?
Right. Well, this reminds me of I live in West Hollywood and all these guys that have huge muscles, and they probably couldn't throw a ball 4 feet away.
Exactly.
It's just because it's all about the visual component. Do you like these kind of guys?
I love it.
You love, yeah?
I love it. This is just an excuse to not wear clothes anymore. No one wants to wear clothes. Like you have James Franco just holding his junk, and I see his pubes on Instagram. I saw something the other day where now your little Speedo, you used to wear a Speedo. Now it's like one side's completely, it's just like a ball, like sack that just goes over one side. Like people just don't want to wear clothes because they want to show off their abs and their arms and their nipples and their whatever. I love it. I think it's hilarious. I didn't think a V-neck could go down to your ankle.
Right?
Like what is it now? It's just like a robe. Like what is it? I love it.
Yeah. Do you think there's some element of it that men lose a little something? Something that women love about men, maybe, when they're so into themselves. You know, men are always complaining. Every sitcom ever is about the man complaining that the wife is caring about too much of her hair and her blah, 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 and now men are doing it.
Yeah, and then the other complaint is, well, I don't want to date a guy that takes longer to get ready than I do.
Right.
And I mean, that for me, that's impossible because, I mean, clearly this took no more than 15 seconds. And I'm fine with that. That's not how I'm comfortable. But I think that you're both right. I think it's fun, eye candy. It's fun to look at. It's fun to make fun of. It's fun to talk about. It's fun to see pictures of. But in general, do I feel like I'm going to connect to somebody who is just like all oiled up? Probably not my guy, but I love the conversation.
Yeah. What do you think, what's the phase after this? If it started, you had regular guys, then you had the metrosexuals, now we got the spornosexual. I mean, is it just everyone's in porn next? Is that where we're going?
So. Does that cover my $30,000 Starbucks scholarship too?
That will be the study.
Enrolled into the Sporno class? Right. No, I think what it does is just breeds more narcissism, and the Instagram, the selfie, the USSI, the everything is an E. It just breeds. It's all about me and me and me and look at my abs. It's just over the top. It's over the top.
Yeah. A new study out of Japan is saying that people who stare at screens all day long, laptop screens, specifically phone screens, they are actually changing the liquid in their eyes. This is really deranged. Gross. They're changing tear fluid similar to people who have a disease known as dry eye. Let's look at some info on the study. The protein MUC5AC, one of my favorite proteins, secreted by cells in the upper eyelid, makes up part of the normally occurring mucus layer or tear film that keeps the eye moist. We all have this. That's why you can blink and it keeps bad dust and things out of your eyes. Study participants with the most screen time had MUC5AC levels nearing those of people with diagnosed dry eye. So when I was reading this, literally, I had just woke up. And do you guys go to your phones right when you wake up? Because I do it. It's a bad habit. I've been trying to break it. And I looked at my phone, and there are times, especially first thing in the morning, I wake up and my eyes are dry, and I'm literally, I got one eye and I lower the light on the phone, and I'm going like this, like, what is that? So this is happening. This is real. What do you think about it? How do you keep your eyes moist?
Well, I know the first thing I thought of, there's going to be so many people that are going, this is stupid, this is BS, it's not true, shut up. But those are people who don't want to accept that the things that they're doing are bad for them. Yeah. So I think it's probably true. I'm willing to go for it and maybe put my phone down for another half hour before I wake up.
Do you have that? Do you have any moments where you realize that your eyes are bothering you because of the screen? You know, the new thing now is everyone's making their screens darker at night. There's some app that'll actually do that. You do that thing. Yeah.
But and that's the thing. We know this is real because wasn't there a guy in China recently that detached his retina because he was texting all night with his girlfriend?
Literally, yes.
Our heads are gonna pop off next. I mean, seriously, like, this is insane. We're ruining our tear ducts, our eyeballs are popping out of our skulls. I mean, maybe we put the phone down for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, are you doing this? Are you walking around with your phone all the time? Because they're saying also neck things.
All day long.
All day long.
I've walked into 2 glass, like literally just texting away and bam, just done it. But when I read this, it sounds a little insensitive, but I'm like, dry eye, like diagnosed dry eye. There's so many other things that are so much worse in life, like dry eye.
You're gonna get a lot of hate from the dry eye community, which they're a big group on that watches the show.
It's a big deal, and so I kind of laughed. I was like, it felt like a duh study. Like, of course, if you're staring at a computer screen or your telephone or anything in excess is gonna be bad for you. I just don't care that much about dry eye.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Says the girl with healthy eyes right now, who's walking into glass. Wait till the day you walk right into a glass thing and your phone goes right in your eye.
Oh my God. Then I'll care.
Yeah, then you'll care. Is there anything we can do to fight this stuff? Because we all do it. We all do it. There is no doubt. You know what I mean? And I said it about the wake up thing. Yeah. I've been trying to shut down. I tried by 9 o'clock now. I've really been trying. I'm not always successful to stop looking at Twitter. So I'm doing, my little. I'm only, I barely open. I'm doing Instagram every 3rd day now instead of every day. Like I'm just trying to slowly do it.
Wow.
But do you try to fight it in any way? This ever-encroaching
But
thing?
I'm going to speak for Vanessa when she's going to be like, Visine and stop crying about it. But I think this is really good information. And they're not even saying like, oh God, everybody panic. They're like, just so you know, your tear ducts are being totally ravaged. But do you?
Yeah. What about you? Are you doing anything to fight it? Because you admit it, you freely admit it.
Yeah, I'm more so the type of person that's like, okay, when I'm at home, it's family time, let's put away our phones. It's dinner time, let's put away our phones. But not because I'm scared of dry eye. I just want to connect with real people. I don't want to always be, doing it for the likes. I just want to get back to dinner time where you talk to your family.
Yeah, I like the way you say dry eye. Can you say that again?
Dry eye. No.
She says it with such venom. Dry eye.
Dry eye. All right, well, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this and that your eyes are fully lubricated and they can move around your head and all that good stuff. Gina, Vanessa, thank you guys. Their Twitters are right down below. Of course, subscribe, like, keep watching. Don't listen to that segment. That was not for you guys. That was just for the general public. It was a public service thing, and we will see you next week. Thanks.